Today I'll be reviewing Boruto Chapter 20, Scientific Ninja Weaponry. So these chapters have kind of been reminding me of the old Naruto chapters. Well, they do in the writing aspect, but in the technological aspect, I guess not, because they're using guns and ninja weaponry in general. So the chapter starts off with Ao firing blasts from his barrel gun, and I'm like, well, this is something. So I'm pretty sure long ago it was said that there wouldn't be guns in Naruto, because ninja have no immunity against guns, or because if they were shot, they would die. And to see Kasuke just firing blasts from his gun, and I'm like, would these actually kill them? And I'm thinking they probably won't because it's just chakra, but it's just strange seeing guns in Naruto. But Kasuke was able to stop the blast with his orb. I'm not sure if it's one of those same orbs Naruto can create or not, but he's able to use one and absorb chakra, so that's something. So then Konohamaru destroys the gun with the Rasengan and then starts questioning Ao about the Kara and about the contents inside the box. And as soon as he does, Ao fires some blasts from on his chest at Konohamaru right in the face. And he wasn't expecting Konohamaru to know about the Kara at all. So I guess it's really supposed to be top secret, and I'm guessing he planned on getting rid of them because they knew. We also saw that Boruto used the normal Rasengan. I point this out because I can't remember if I've ever seen him use one before, but it would have been better for him to use his regular disappearing Rasengan because then Ao wouldn't have seen it coming. It's almost like he meant to draw Naruto, but drew Boruto doing Naruto's attack. We also find out that Ao has a mechanical body. Like if you see his body, it looks like it's straight metal, and he says that he can't believe that it's keeping him alive. So that's something. It looks like he's like a cyborg now, so it's kind of strange how the Naruto world went from like the feudal time period to like 100 years in the future after only 20 years. So after Boruto tries a Rasengan, Ao uses the arm he got from Katsuki to basically absorb it and just basically kicks Boruto away. And then Sarada's trying to figure out if she should use her flash bomb or not, the one she got from Akita in the last chapter or the chapter before that, but she doesn't know what to do. We also see Konohamaru's friend Mujino, and he's just willing to make the sacrifice for the others to get away. So he goes behind Ao and grabs him so that the others can escape, and Ao just runs the chakra blade straight through him, but he still manages to use an earth style to trap him so that the others can escape. And that kind of reminded me of the situation with Obito, except Obito didn't use the earth style. They were using it and it fell on him. So and Konohamaru was like the new Kakashi. So if he somehow finds a way to come back, I wouldn't be surprised, even though he has no relevance in the story. Unless he's Udon, the one who was in Konohamaru's crew with Moegi back in the day. Yeah, it probably won't happen. So after the others get away and go hide, Katsuki tells them that the scientific ninja weaponry was leaked because of him, and Boruto learns the truth about what happened during the tuning exams, and finds out when Katsuki approached him, he was actually under a genjutsu. So Boruto, knowing that, it kind of makes him realize that he didn't have to hate on Katsuki at all. And I like how now that they're showing that there's two sides to the story, we can appreciate that Boruto got over his hatred of Katsuki before he found out that he was under a genjutsu. Because a few chapters back, when Boruto realized that he was doing all of this to help people, he forgave him. But now that he realized that he didn't even try to use him during the tuning exams, it gives Boruto less of a reason to hate him and more of a reason to blame himself, which is giving him a bit of character growth and character development. And after that, Konohamaru points out that Al was also looking for the contents that were inside of the box, and that he probably could have gotten rid of them all before. So they decide to split into two groups, one that delivers the scroll with the information to the village, and the other that acts as a decoy. And Konohamaru was set to be the decoy, but Katsuki says he wants to take responsibility. And then Boruto gives a speech about how the scientific ninja tools were made to help people and that he shouldn't regret making them, and says that Ao is the one who's wrong. And then he puts on the glove, well, the last glove, because Ao stole the other one, and a chakra saber, and says he'll show Ao the right way to use these tools. That was pretty predictable, and the chapter ends. So this arc is going pretty good so far. I like how they're tackling the tradition versus modern subject. about how should we keep doing things the way they've been already been done since it's been working, or should we try new things to see how they work? The question this time being, should we use scientific ninja tools or not? So clearly, scientific ninja tools have become a problem when they're in the enemy's hands, and it seems that it would have only been good if it's helping people out and if it was on their side. But if scientific ninja tools are in everybody's side, and if one side gets ahead in technology compared to another, it instantly becomes a problem for the other side, even if they have technology that's similar. And you could probably argue that if there weren't scientific ninja tools, there wouldn't be this problem at all. But at the same time, they wouldn't have been able to help people like AL, which Boruto got mad about during this chapter. Because scientific ninja tools helped him, and yet he's using them to harm other people. And it wouldn't have been able to harm or help that dog. So in a way, the scientific ninja tools are like one of those villains where you can see their point or their side, or you can see the reasoning behind what they do, and you also see that what they're doing is wrong and can lead to dire consequences, kind of like with Obito, but what he did was definitely wrong. But you can also see that, well, they killed Rin, the only love of his life, and his whole family was gone. So not to mention Rin was killed by his best friend, so he must have been feeling complete emptiness at the time. And ninja tools are like modern day technology as to where they can be just as good as they are bad. And if you want to compare this to a real world aspect, you can compare it to a cell phone. Say a kid has a cell phone, he can now talk to his mom who's far away or something. And at the same time, the cell phone could have games to keep him entertained if they can't buy him any. But at the same time, it could distract him in school. So it's kind of like that. But aside from that, I want to talk a bit about Sarada. So in this chapter, she was kind of hesitating to make a decision regarding if she should use the smoke flash bomb or not. But luckily, Mujino, hopefully I'm saying his name right, he made the sacrifice so that she didn't have to use it. But I'm guessing she's going to make the decision to use it in one of these upcoming chapters. So it shows that she's a bit hesitant when it comes to making crucial decisions, which is something I didn't really expect from her. But it does show us a bit more of her character. She also had a problem in a recent episode where she couldn't choose, or rather she wouldn't make a move after one of the bandit ninjas attacked. So I'm wondering if that's something that's going to carry on and if it's going to be resolved later. Because if it's not resolved now in the manga, it's not going to be resolved in the anime anytime soon. And with a weakness like that, it shows that she's not the perfect ninja yet. And even Boruto, he's still learning things as of now, so it seems that they're not the perfect ninja yet. And later on, I'm going to do a discussion video about how Boruto, Sarada, and Mitsuki could be the next Sanin. And this is probably something I'm going to bring up in that video. But those were my thoughts on this chapter. Let me know if I forgot to mention something. Be sure to leave a like and share the video. Thanks for watching, and bye.